Hello, everyone. Okay, I haven't done videos for a while because I've been traveling a bit here and there. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about DAP. Okay, DAP. Wow. I've read news how DAP members, like Ram Kapal, Lim Kuan Eng, actually, speak up about issues in Malaysia. And in fact, I saw or I read somewhere that Lim Guan Eng wants to tell the Anwar Ibrahim that what he's doing is not enough. This is uh, you know for me it is a bit too late, right? Just because they lost totally in Sabah election, so now they want to come out to be seen as the hero. um, well, I know people say that it's never too late. At least they are talking something about it, about the issues. But yeah, the only I was shocked to read about Ram Kapal, mentioning or warning Saifuddin about amending the law, so that they can actually prosecute these men who are caught in the purportedly gay sauna. That wasn't proof, yeah. So this is the thing, I mean, there are so many things that DAP could have said for a long, long time. Uh, but yet they did not say anything with regards to the reformasi, or their manifestos in Pakatan Harapan all these years. How long they have been in power? 3 years, about 3 years, yeah. So we have not heard anything about DAP saying anything, about very important issues that are going on in Malaysia. For example, the issue about using of religion in politics, moral crusaders, and all that. So they never said anything. But now suddenly, after Sabah election, in which they got zero, so I mean, don't they understand? Don't they have people on the ground to tell them that the dissatisfaction the people are feeling, against them? But no, only because they lost in Sabah, then only they woke up. Um, yeah, but you see, the thing is, if right from day one you have been outspoken about important issues, especially in pushing for the reformation or the reformasi, or the things that you have promised the people who voted you in, then perhaps we can give you some leeway. But this is something a bit too late, right? You are speaking up about things, but still, uh, they won't speak up about those NGOs, or those, um, um, I call them, Islamofascists as usual, because only fascists want to force their moral values onto others. Like the way they are going against Justice for Sisters, um, NGO, in which, I mean, this NGO is the only one that helps the poor trans women, who have no home, who have been rejected by their families, and I also want to say this something about people who, okay, fine, you don't need to support the LGBTIQ family, or people, because they don't ask for your support. What they want is to live peacefully with their lives. If they don't go against the law, what is your problem? I mean, the fact is, there's too many people in Malaysia, especially the Islamofascists, who wants to impose their religious beliefs, and also impose their moral values or moral beliefs onto other people. Don't they understand that they are not going to be burdened, or they are not going to be punished by God if they don't actually interfere into their lives? I mean, this is the thing, the religious people should tell them that you are not supposed to persecute. There is a difference between prosecution and persecution. Persecution is what the Islamophasis are doing. You are trying to impose your beliefs and your moral values onto others. I also want to mention about this one Isma member. I believe she is, I think, a member. She's a doctor actually. What's her name? Sharifah something. Um, yeah, she got upset because I posted a photo of the this gentleman's club in my Facebook, and she said that, or she's that I shouldn't be mocking the police. This is the problem with their mindset, this type of people mindset, mocking the police. Yeah, if the police actually raid a place based on suspicion without real evidence, they ought to be mocked, okay? So and then this extrajudicial killing by the police, thank God for the recording made by the wife of the deceased there. What is this, what is our country becoming into, what, tyranny, or like, the police can do anything. So when it comes to this kind of things, we ought to mock the police, or anyone, or even religious authorities, or even politicians who are not doing things right. So you are, this doctor is trying to emphasize that there is an increase in was that HIV in the European countries and all that. Well, this doctor ought to actually read more lah. Huh? Is You shouldn't be picking on, just take the title that yes, there's an increase in the European countries on the HIV level, is because of why. Uh, this is he she doesn't make that clear. Yeah, the reason is that there are other countries in the Eastern European, they don't actually have a proper procedure with regards to taking care of early detection with regards to people who are vulnerable to this HIV. Okay, so and these people move around freely now in the European countries, and that's why the increase in the numbers. So they, and a lot of the increase is due to migrants, meaning that the other countries like Ukraine and all that, they don't have proper procedure with regards to this taking care of the vulnerable people to HIV. So there are more stories into it. You just cannot take the title and say, oh, there is an increase of HIV because they have this gentleman's club, they are free, or what, things like that. So she's trying to twist the story to make it, because there is no control with regards to moral, with regards to the LGBT community, so there is an increase of HIV. And this is the type of people that misinformation, giving misinformation, information which is not complete. Why there is an increase in the European countries is because of the free movement of the people. So there are a lot of migrants coming in, and so there is an increase because there are countries who lack sort of procedures on how to look after the vulnerable people, to and this woman should know also that HIV can be contracted through heterosexual, people. It's not just the LGBT community. If you go to prostitutes who don't look after themselves, don't check themselves, don't use protection, you can also be vulnerable to get HIV. So these kind of things, it's not as simple as what she's trying to portray on her Facebook. I don't know what's her name, to be honest. This doctor or professor, whatever, professor, doctor, they like to put their title professor, doctor, whatever shit. And and then this I really feel that there's something seriously wrong in our country is because the political Islam is they are pushing for this political Islam, and this is what we need to stop, and this is what the government must look at. There is no problem with regards to practicing your own faith, but the problem is when you try to use your religious values, your religious beliefs onto the policies and onto managing the people. And that, you see, I always believe that this use of political Islam is the problem that give rise to our divisive relationship between our races. This is the key problem. If we can eliminate political Islam, we can eliminate, if we can actually have a proper separation of, state and religion, I think that will be better, because then, each religion mind their own business, but it shouldn't be brought into the policies and laws into our country. But yeah, of course, majority of our politicians right now in Malaysia, they want to keep using that because it benefits them. They want to show they are the defenders of Islam so that the Malays will actually vote for them. But they really think all the Malays are stupid. Maybe some, yeah, but not all. Yeah, what we want is that we have enough money, in our pocket to live our life. What we do in our religious practices, is nothing to do with the government. This is what I have always believed, that if one day Malaysia can actually separate religion and politics, then that will be a good start for Malaysia, because then we can progress further in the future. So, for DAP, well, I'm glad you actually finally say something, but it's a bit too late, I think. Can see now that just because that you have lost the support from the ground, and then you only started to say something. You should have said something from day one. You should also materialize all the promises made by PH. I mean, to Lim Guan Eng, um, it's good you say something, but then whether it will be done by this prime minister or is another thing. Okay, there are so many things you all can do in the government, but because you want to kowtow to Anwar Ibrahim, perhaps, I don't know, but or you are trying to keep your unity, the government, no point being in the government if you are useless, in there. You have the biggest, most seats in parliament, and yet, you are so afraid to say and do anything for the benefit of all Malaysians. So now you can see the result of it. Yeah, so I really feel that it's time for us to have new faces and new blood in parliament, get rid of all these, people who have no balls to actually do anything to change our country to progress further in par with the first world. God knows when, but I hope one day we will reach there. If we keep our religion to ourselves and no political Islam, that which they try very hard to push, perhaps we can succeed. But with the current state we are in, no way. We are going down the drain more and more. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Bye.